It smells like dad's feet. It's balsamic vinegar, dude. What the fuck? You gotta wait till dinner.
What in God's green apples are you doing?
I'm fixing to crash out, honestly. What I'm doing.
It's too early for a
Um,
crash out smash.
Girl, I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Did you just watch
What?
over there? Did you just watch Petties?
I was watching a little bit of. I mean, it's fucking bullshit.
I crashed out on CJ. I crashed out in the chat. Like crashed out in Snapchat.
Snapchat. Who'd you crash out in Snapchat to?
Come seriously, it's been.
Oh damn, he's in there till 9:25. Well, that's a good way to get clean. Hi, loudmouth.
Niggas. Why are we upset? We're upset because Pastor Petty decided that he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about when he said, "Oh, the cremation center wouldn't have let so and so post an obituary on the actual cremation site if it wasn't paid," right? So we know then he didn't do his own research. Clearly, he didn't call, he just assumed. CJ then proceeded to say in the chat, "Oh, well, I just called." It was a 41 or 47-second call where she then confirmed that all expenses were paid. Okay. Nobody's questioning whether or not expenses are paid. Because if I unalive today, if it were necessary, my husband would go take out a loan, which he would then have to pay back because you don't have 6 to 8 months to pay for cremation, funeral, all that shit, right? You don't have all that money to do that. All the Not everybody does. Now, I will give CJ credit. She did go back up there and say, not everybody is, well, thank you, no longer available. Not everybody is fortunate in that aspect. Not everybody is fortunate, right? And so it just irks me. And I apologize to CJ. Fuck, I even crashed out on Pastor Petty. I even wrote his fucking dumbass. Like, dude, you didn't give a fuck about Hair Junkie. Like, why are you even on this? You don't give a fuck about Hair Junkie. You don't give a fuck about anybody but yourself. So the only reason that you are online right now spewing this shit.
Wait, can we make an announcement? Please, no gifts. Not that anyone's given any, but your gifts aren't off. And we don't want people to think you're doing this for monetary gain.
I'm not talking about Hair Junkie. I'm talking about fucking Petty.
I know, but you know what I'm saying. Go ahead, I'm sorry. Brief intervention. She's talking to one of my granddaughters.
Um, I'm not specifically just to be clear, I'm not talking about Hair Junkie. I'm talking about Pastor Petty and how fucking heartless he is. And how disappointed I am with people like Kendra, girl. Like, could you imagine? I'm gonna put this in a way that doesn't sound intimidating or like I'm trying to say something bad about somebody, but like, I hope, I really fucking hope that some of these people don't experience a sudden loss of like a child, a mother, a father, a husband, right? And then they have to get on here and be like, hey, I've got decent credit to get a loan because I don't know if you knew this or not, but unalive bodies don't actually last that long despite all efforts, right? So you have to be chop chop. Like I can get a loan, but like I would then need to pay said loan back. So if if it is in fact paid off, that doesn't mean that people are not actually suffering financially because of it, right? And people and like, CJ girl, I think possibly you're worried about too tall, but I think if you're worried about too tall, you would be well aware that too tall would be doing this regardless. And sometimes you're just the one that gets chosen. You're just the one that ends up in that situation. I've been there. I've been there on several different occasions to have to take care of situations or talk about situations or give updates. But what irks me the most, y'all, what irks me the most is that this man who doesn't have a fucking clue about the funeral, the cremation, all of it, was the same man who then just tried to gaslight me in the comments. I was in a sneaky. I was on a sneaky, and I said, "Well, I'm sorry, weren't you the same one that helped advertise a GoFundMe for the people that were trying to go see Mima and Papa because they were besties? She was on hospice, not Mima, but the person trying to go see Mima was on hospice." Oh well, I didn't agree with that. I know I talked about it and I let it happen, but I didn't agree with it. Are you fucking tripping? Are you be so for real, dude? Be so for real. And not only that, Pastor Petty, it was on Cash App because I guess somebody else said in the comments. I can't remember if it was GoFundMe or Cash App or what, but if it was Cash App, people don't even get the opportunity on Cash App to get their money back. And you let that shit happen. Queenie, and I hate to call you out, girl, but Queenie was one of the people that were advertising that. So how the fucking Queenie right now sit up there and say, dude, I'm gonna crash the fuck out. I'm gonna crash the fuck out. Honestly, Mama of three, like I don't know. I guess honestly, I guess I don't. I'm not even sure if she said anything about it. I think she actually, to be fair, she went up talking about baby books. So let me rephrase that. Queenie didn't
You're
say anything
saying
about it,
Queenie,
but
but you mean Queen of all trades.
Queenie, oh yeah, I'm sorry, Queen of all trades. Sorry, my bad. Y'all, I'm so upset right now.
About to crash out right with you. They need to think about things. They need to think, have some common sense, have a little bit of critical thinking skills,
Hi,
something
Becca.
like this is ridiculous. This is why I did not ask for any help when I
Hold on. I'm sorry,
had
Fuzzy,
the
real quick.
issue
Hold on,
myself.
real quick.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, real quick. Not all
You're
black
fine.
people look the same. It wasn't because they're black. It was because there's too many fucking queens, you jackass. That's why I've got Queen Witch. I've got Queen of all trades. I've got Queenie. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, stop it already. Don't try to turn this. That must be you, Queenie. Actually, I didn't mean Queenie. Let me make that clear. I didn't mean Queenie. I meant Queen of all trades. Okay. Fuck. Sorry. Go ahead, Fuzzy.
No, you're fine. I guess I missed something somewhere with whatever you're talking about. But oh my God, this stuff that Petty's doing, this is ridiculous. This is downright maddening.
If
Like, are
you
you
didn't
kidding me right
donate,
now?
like this dude already. Never mind. Let me not go there. But my point is that you have no clue what this family has been through. Like this family
Exactly.
already has been through so much, right? So much.
Mm-hmm.
And then now they've got people on the app that are just dragging it out. What, Petty, why are you even commenting about anything when you genuinely didn't care? You
That
did not
part.
give a fuck about hair drinking. Why?
Yeah, you dropped
We're
That
him
giving
so
you the
part.
right.
fast, Petty. You didn't even give him a chance to explain.
Right. And
And
then
he
you come
was
up with it
generally
with
upset about it.
sunglasses, like sunglasses, acting like you fuck like you're mocking him, dude. And now you want to sit up here and act like and like CJ again, CJ, I think CJ is genuinely worried, right? About Tuttle. Okay, I can understand that. But Petty's doing it because he likes to stir shit up, right? He likes to be
Mm.
right. He wants to be right, but that motherfucker didn't even do his own research. CJ had to call. CJ had to call. And now CJ's doing his dirty work, and then now CJ comes back and says, "Oh, I made a phone call and it's been paid for." So then Petty is like, "Oh, see, why didn't you do
He
that, Petty?"
always has. Yeah, he always has somebody doing his dirty work. Always.
Always. He didn't do it.
But
He didn't call. Somebody
it's
sent somebody
absolutely
sent him that
ridiculous.
screenshot to put it up there. And I'm sorry, that 47-second call, I mean maybe some stuff could have been tucked out in that 47-second call. It's possible. But if you want to for 1 second act like people don't go through shit and honestly, CJ, you might not even be here. I don't know if you are, but if you are, thank you for going at least when you were up there saying not everybody is as fortunate.
Right. It might only be $20 a month, but that $20 could be somebody's gas tank for work for the week. That twenty
That part.
dollars
Not
could
only that,
be
but
a meal for the week for their family. Like,
not only
I
that, but
mean,
like some people genuinely like they like not everybody is educated in that matter. I'll tell you one thing right now. I don't have a life insurance policy. I really don't. I should get one, but I don't have one.
yeah,
Right?
you should. I have
I
one.
should have one, and I've been looking into it more. But like, not everybody's mind is there all the time,
Not
like thinking
everybody can
about that
afford
shit.
it.
Not everybody can afford it.
No, no.
And we tried with my grandma. We tried, but her health, this would pop up or that would pop up, and 600, 800, $900 medications at the pharmacy. Like, we were struggling just
And,
to make sure she
and
had everything
obviously,
she needed.
and
I mean,
obviously,
I will say, if you do have kids, whether they're small or grown, y- if you can, please do get one because you never know what could happen.
I have no
And
clue where to even start with that.
you,
Like,
and
you don't fucking
so
know.
most insurance companies,
Well, we
like
can
even,
talk about that later. We can talk about that
yeah,
later. I'm not trying to get on that
Yeah.
topic because I know that's a whole ass
yeah,
a lot. I think, but
I can let you know where you can go.
But I mean, my grandmother's
hello,
cremation services just
hi,
alone
Brooke.
were
Hi.
$2,682 just for cremation. That's no earn, that's no services, that's nothing. Just the cremation. Like, they're only asking for 2,800, and I mean, that could be for numerous amounts of things. That could be for to help recoup some of the costs on the cremation.
They
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 could
they
be
could have
trying to
put
have a
five to ten
remembrance.
thousand dollars on
Like,
there, like it was nothing.
yeah.
Hi, Lily. And
So when
listen,
my
let's.
mother-in-law
Oh, go ahead.
died in January, um, she had life insurance, but her husband, with whom she's been separated from for 25 years, took it and didn't contribute anything to her funeral. And her other children refused to pay for any of it. So my other half and I paid for all of it out of our pocket, $10,000. That included flowers, obituary, cremation, celebration of life service. Then we had to come up with another $3,000 for a plot. And then we haven't even bought a headstone yet, because a headstone is like $7,500. It's not cheap. We could not take her remains until we paid that $10K to the funeral home.
Now that's
Exactly.
where it differed
With
with my
several
grandmother.
siblings, real quick, with several siblings, nobody knows the backstory on there's a lot of siblings. Still, there's been a lot that have passed already. So the family has already struggled enough. So you have no clue what the history is or what's going on. And I'm sorry, to me, $2,500 for funeral costs is a drop in the bucket
Right?
compared
Yeah.
to, like you just said, 10,000, right? A drop
We
in the
put off
fucking bucket
all our
to help
utilities.
some of people. Right. See? Exactly.
Yeah. We had to go without paying our utilities. Our mortgage is behind. So we're just now starting to get that caught up. And with me being sick, if you guys don't know, this is Brooke. With me being sick in the last, month and a half for what happened to me, I couldn't work. Plus, I was going, I relapsed in April. So I was spending money, hiding money, spending it on everything, on my DOC. And it's a lot of money. And they absolutely will print the obituary before you have it paid.
Yep.
Like my other half has two sisters,
Well, if
and
I'm not
not one of them
mistaken,
gave a penny.
if I'm not mistaken, real fast, I'm pretty sure that in the obituary, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they were saying we're taking donations, right? So
Yep.
why wouldn't a funeral home, which is already expensive, people, the funeral homes know that, right? They know they're expensive. Why wouldn't a funeral home then be like, hey, you know what? You're gonna put the GoFundMe in there and get us paid potentially? Fuck yeah, you can have it posted.
Yeah, absolutely. We
Mm-hmm.
struggled.
Now
We went
see,
without for 4 months, but you know what? We did it. We don't know how we did it. Like I
now see,
said, our
Brooke,
mortgage
my
is
experience
behind,
was
our
different
bills.
than yours.
Yeah,
Like they
it was
went,
very
they
unexpected. Like my
released
mother-in-law
her.
was only 64, so it was very unexpected.
But it's different with everybody, and that's what people need to understand. It's different with
Not to
everybody. It's different with
mention,
every place. Like things,
I'm sorry, guys,
it's
my
just
mind
awful.
is
No,
so
you're
fucked right now.
fine.
Not to
Your mine
mention,
is too.
who knows what kind of bills Hair Junkie had, hospital bills. Clearly, Hair Junkie was
That
sicker
part.
than we all fucking knew, right? Who knows? And sometimes, like credit card debt, sometimes they go after families for that.
Not
So,
to mention his apartment that they
Utilities,
now have
everything.
to, and his cat. Like, I mean, come on, y'all. Like,
Yes, exactly. Buckle up. My mother-in-law has a house, but because she was in a nursing home and the nursing home didn't do what they were supposed to do, we now have a $60,000 nursing home bill because they were to apply for additional help with her for her through the state and never did. So now the state has taken her home. So we didn't even have, there was no will, the estate was the house, they took it. So we couldn't even recoup that 10 grand from her home because there was nothing. It's expensive. It's expensive.
Very expensive. And you got like you all have stated, there's other things that come into play. Like I was my grandmother's overseer over everything. Like so now I have 30 plus $1,000 in debt that I have to pay. I
Yeah.
am liable for. Like people don't use the critical thinking skills that they have. Like a lot of it's
Hey,
common sense too.
I just wanted to say here, I got to go back over to the T's Live, but Hair Junkies GoFundMe was at $1,115. whatever's donated within the next 24 hours up to $845, I will match it just so it is at the goal. And even if $845 puts it over the goal, I'll still donate the $845 to put it over the goal. I'm just going to advertise that everywhere. So the GoFundMe is in a lot of people's bios, and it's in the Discord receipt server. So
That is awesome.
donate and I'll match
That is
it.
awesome.
Thank you, Florida
Petty.
man.
Awesome,
That's
Florida man.
awesome,
Thank
Florida
you.
Thank you,
man.
Florida
Hold
man.
on,
That is
hold on,
awesome.
let Florida man finish real quick.
I said fuck Petty. That's it. And fuck CJ.
I agree.
I'm gonna go dock somebody. I'll be back.
Bye. Not Hair
Oop, I
Junkie's
laughed.
face on a stick man. Hilarious.
This is just so disturbing on so many levels. I took the whole day off the app, and the minute I log on to all this. Like, this is very disturbing.
I'll have to go watch it because I was watching Smash's live from last night when she came on, so I'll have to go
Oh, I
watch that one
Also,
now.
real quick, what was it that because like now my mind's drawing a blank. What was it that Kendra came up and was upset about?
Oh, talking about it over and
Oh,
over and over.
so Too Tall had permission. The family wanted people to know because people were stressing the fuck out, scared that maybe the bullying that, I don't know, maybe one of their people might have participated in, where, we were terrified that one of the people that they hang out with, and amongst others, could have been bullying him to a point where it had stressed him out so much or something worse happened. And so, to be fair, Kendra, when Too Tall said it again tonight, that was the first time I had fucking heard it. So let me be clear. I hope none of you guys, I really do. I really hope none of you guys ever have to experience something like this. It is not fun. Uh, and I can't fucking believe some of the shit that you guys sit over there and do anymore, especially because so many people have brought awareness to it already.
And coming from somebody that just recently had to put their 2.5-year-old to rest, this
I'm
hits
so
this
sorry, baby.
close to home for me because, especially when he was like, if I think everybody should have money for, when your loved one passes away or when you get ready to pass away, but I had nothing. Right? I mean, it was unexpected. I had literally nothing. And I had to also have my sister-in-law do a whole GoFundMe because I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to afford to be able to put him to rest.
Which I donated to, by the way. So fuck you, Petty.
And and I'm not sure like what the family's like whole plan is. I don't know if they're um getting him an urn or what their plan is.
Well, they
But you're
have like
going to
I believe
need
from what I
extra
understand, there's
money.
like the little plaque that goes like into the ground. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like,
Right, like you're going to need extra money. So basically, like for Beck, his great aunt paid for his funeral, right? And that was after we had already done the GoFundMe and like set up everything. But we still used the GoFundMe money for the flowers, for um urns, and I even went out and got Beck a little outfit that he was cremated in. We had to pay extra for the casket because he was a little bit too tall for the casket we had already purchased. And we had to do death certificates. Like that shit was $20 each, and I got 6 of them. I mean,
yeah,
I
the death certificates, you have to have several
Mm-hmm.
of them, especially as a grown adult, because some places are like, oh, we can do an original one, and then places are like, oh, we can't do an original one, right? Like you have to have like the main one, so you have to then buy one for that. Like, I fucking hate that, man, dude. So I'm so sorry, Kat.
so as
I'm so
Petty
sorry, Kat.
being a father himself and a brother and potentially a grandfather when his kids get old enough, I can and with Kendra being a fucking mother, I
Mm-hmm.
just I can't process their train of thought. Um, and for him to sit there and say that we're being disrespectful and we need to let him rest, but he's literally has this man's whole ass fucking obituary up and talking about it, talking about his family. It's none of your fucking business. It's nobody's business, actually.
If he
That
didn't care,
part.
I don't know why. Um, Pam, TikTok Street Snark, are you still in here? I wanted to answer your question. I want to make sure you're here. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Come on, y'all. He needed the views.
Something like, ugh,
Are you on mute, Smash, on purpose?
Oh, my
it's
bad.
the
I was.
rage
Well,
baiting for
I didn't
me.
mean to be. I said, obviously, I think Catherine's point was, and I called you Cat earlier. I'm sorry, D. Um, the point is that costs don't just stop cremation and funeral.
Can I just say something real quick? For the
Absolutely.
I hate you, how many of you have the entire obituary in the video? That's the difference. Yes, because we're not sitting here talking about it. We're not sitting here bashing this man's family who's trying to get a couple of extra
That
dollars
part.
so they can give him a proper service because he's not being buried, so he's not having a burial. But and cremations cost a lot too. I just want to put that out there. It was I don't know how much it is for like a full grown adult, but for Beck it was like $500. And
Yeah,
he's like 3 feet tall.
my mom's cremation was like 3,900, and then we spent an extra like 1,800 for the urns because we had her split up between my sister and I, and then we had the urns engraved. But we had a celebration of life, like,
I think ours for my father-in-law was about 3 grand,
and
Right, so
also
and
when
that
the
was the
or
cheapest.
when the
Mm-hmm.
mortuary comes and picks up the body, like my mom died at home, right? That's not free.
You,
That's not a
you
free
get charged for that.
service,
Yep.
right? Like, I mean,
You
Also, if you
get
want to get
charged for the
morbid, if you
doctor's
want to get
pronouncing.
morbid, if you want to get morbid, if you're going to pay somebody to come clean up afterwards, because I don't know if you know, but when somebody passes away, it's not just
Mm,
like hunky dory, no issues, who knows how long it had been, right? If you're going to pay somebody to come clean up, a professional cleanup crew, that's another expense.
yep.
Fuck you, petty.
right. I mean, you know, I was so for Beck I did a service first and then I had them do the cremation. I think they did it like a couple of days later. But for like my great uncle TJ, from what I remember, I was young, but they did his cremation and then they had, the service of life without the body, obviously.
And how he says everybody should be prepared. Yeah, I agree. However, there's those of us who are barely surviving with our bills and feeding our families and whatnot, just the day to day living that just even an expense as low as a few dollars a month is more than you can take on. Like, people need to realize this is not just a cut and dry black and white issue. This is a multifaceted thing when it comes
not
when it
to
comes to anything
mention,
like this.
not to mention that's pretty fucking rich coming from somebody whose wife is in the military, and they have so many different insurances and opportunities at a discounted rate, if not free, than
Right?
civilians do. So, and he's and supposedly, I mean, I'm not gonna say he is or isn't. Supposedly, he's a veteran, so you have that on top of it. So that's pretty fucking rich of you, Pastor Petty. And I have never said anything about you since the day I walked away from you, but this is pretty fucking vile what you did today.
Right. And I agree. I
Very
haven't said anything
insensitive.
either. Because right now, this is not what that family needs. Right now, they need all the love and support that they can get.
And Too Tall, I just want you to know, girl, you walk with your head up high because you know you can look at yourself in the mirror and you know you're doing the right thing. You helped a family who's mourning, and we didn't cause the drama, he did.
Yeah, Too Tall, you are absolutely doing the right thing, and don't let anybody bring you down. Like
No.
this is messed up on their part on so many levels.
I don't
So
know,
many
Too Tall,
levels.
if you heard what Florida Man said. If the rest of the money isn't what they need, if the most of the money isn't raised by the time, I think it was tomorrow or something, he said he's going to match. He's going to make sure that they get what they need, and if it is, then he's going to match the 845 that's left. I don't know if she's still here.
Well, Smash, thanks for having me up. I needed to talk to somebody. That really just set me on fire because I literally have been dealing with this for the last little over a year since my grandmother passed, and this is
I'm so
exactly
sorry,
why
honey.
I wouldn't ask for help.
I'm so sorry,
Exactly why I
honey.
wouldn't. I love
I'm
you guys.
sorry,
I'll see y'all
Fuzzy.
later.
I love it, girl.
Bye, Fuzzy.
I'm sorry, honey. I don't know how some of these people fucking sleep
Yeah,
at
it is,
night.
Johnny. I don't either. I don't know how they look themselves in the mirror and think that they're better than everybody else. Like, I don't get it. And what really pisses me off is the people over there just sitting in the chat not saying shit. And then some
Mm-hmm.
of them come over here in the chat over here acting like they're on, like,
Mm-hmm.
get the fuck out of here, man. Even my
Acting
dog
like,
said,
oh, I would call him out. I would call him out, but then you don't. Weird.
mm-hmm.
I was over there fighting for my life. I got blocked on three accounts.
Oh, were you the one
I
who,
even
when
sent
someone
him.
said, who keeps letting them back in?
Oh no, that one wasn't me because
Oh,
I was just watching. But he did mention my what I can only assume was my message on IG because I cussed him out there too. Fuck you. And then he was like, "Well, let me block you," and I ran to go block him first. You don't get that fucking satisfaction, you piece of shit. I don't know if he was talking to me or not, but if he wasn't, apparently I'm not the only one over there fucking talking shit to him. So there's that. I don't know if Too Tall's still in here, honey, but you don't let
I
that
don't
fucking
think
dude,
so.
don't let that fucking man do that shit to you. And as much as I fucking dislike that dude, I genuinely hope he never has to experience finding a family member on the floor out of nowhere, having to then foot the bill for everything.
Not
People take
only
out
that,
fucking
like,
loans. People take out loans, right? And then that's a monthly payment that they have to make. That could be taking the food out of their kids' mouths. But you
I
wouldn't know about
haven't
that, would you, Petty? Because you're a stay-at-home daddy. Lucky you, bitch.
that's what happened to my uncle, right? He had a massive heart attack at home. Um, and so you're mourning the loss of your family member. Now you're having to make arrangements. And when in that time of, you know, disbelief and hurt, like you really don't even know where to begin. Like, and then you have people insensitive, like,
I'm just so confused right now. Are we pocket watching the survivors of Hair Junkie? Is
Yes.
that I'm so
Yes.
fucking confused. And from
Yes.
somebody that probably it hasn't donated a copper penny.
Like I said, if you're not donating, shut the fuck up.
And I promise you, this would not be the first time that Florida man will match a donation. will not be the fucking first time. Just like I said earlier, I'm also confused. Were people calling the police on him when he was using his own money to make sure he bought fucking bread before it went bad and hot dogs to feed fucking hungry people? I'm one of the people that has known that man the longest on this fucking app. And I never jump up and defend and but like come the be the fuck for real, people. Y'all don't have none of your own business to mind. Like this makes me sad that it was even brought to the internet. And I didn't even know Hair Junkie like that. We had like maybe two conversations, and I'm just really grateful that I was kind to them on one of the last times they were on TikTok, which was July 4th.
Was that during the day? Was he on
No,
during?
it was really late at night. It was almost about 3. It was going on July 5th. It was like maybe 3 in the morning.
Oh, that's crazy.
At the same time on July 5th. It was like maybe 3 in the morning.
Oh, that's crazy.
At the same time that Hallie got in the box and talked her fucking massive bullshit about, oh my god, I'm doing the work, I'm reading the book, and showed me the book and shit. Like the fucking bro, let me just
That's
fucking
like me
fuck
saying.
off. Book and shit. Like the fucking bro, let me just
That's
fucking
like me
fuck off.
saying. That's like me saying. I got the vibration plate, but if I don't put my ass on it, my jiggle ain't gonna go away.
Yeah, like actually put the whole
I got the vibration plate, but if I don't put my ass on it, my jiggle ain't gonna go away.
yeah, like actually put the whole book up in the screen. Like I'm reading The Hate You Give. It's because of you. Like you, like made me feel like I made a fucking. I'm sick of this, bro. I'm so tired. See, this is why I never will cancel cable. I will never cancel cable because I'm sure I will eventually log the fuck off, like delete this bitch. I'll be alright. I will. I never knew it existed, and I'm forever good. She knows who she is. Gonna pay for telling me to install this bitch on my birthday. My daughter, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. And now you want to know why I be tussling with folks on here? Uh huh.
Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
y'all. I'm like right in the process. All the family's inside right now. We're all loud. So I'm gonna stay on mute, but anybody's welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out. I was just really so fucking confused because that is baffling to me that we are fucking with people who are grieving the love of the loss of a loved one right now. Like that is, I guess that's a new low for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just different. Oh, thank you. Yes, yeah, I was worried for a while, child. Listen, I was looking up malpractice lawyers, but it's getting there. It's getting there. And I really didn't want to do that because I found such a wonderful team of doctors and surgeons, and shit happens. I didn't want to do that, but like if my voice wasn't going to come back, I was definitely going to consult with somebody, but it seems to be getting there. Thank you,
Oh,
guys.
child, that's just because you hadn't used those throat muscles in a while, girl.
I was being quiet. Yeah. Mhm. I
So
ain't
they
thought
had to
about
use
losing
them,
it.
and they made them super sore.
Yeah, yeah. Now, if I could only find me a rich man, a man that said I love to share, they'd be even stronger. And on that note, I'm dropping.
It's still going on. Yeah, just a bit rusty.
Just
Yes,
a bit
Hazel. She's
rusty,
just, she's
yeah,
just
just
a
a
bit
bit
rusty.
rusty. I'm telling you, a rich man will make them shits work a whole lot easier for real. All right, I guess I'll see y'all when Smash comes on later, and I come in here to fall asleep. Or if she stays on and I'll come in here to fall asleep, whichever one happens.
I don't think she'll be staying. She won't stay out the whole time.
Yeah, she probably won't.
No, I'll probably be getting off
No.
here soon. I just wanted to come on and express my irritation.
Thank you, Bev. All right, I'm out. I have my little frustrated 5-minute rant. Okay, bye.
All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna hop
Oh,
off here for a little bit,
okay.
unless somebody else wants to come up. But I got the whole family here now, and it's just loud and obnoxious. So I just want to come on and express my irritations and frustrations. And then I'll see you guys a little later tonight. Okay?
Okay. Kiss my grandbabies. Good night.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Bye.